Don't get me wrong, Chrome was great, but as browsers evolved to create better user experiences, such as removing ads or trackers, Google didn't follow because they know how much they profit from you using their browser with their ads and their trackers. They are aware of the portion they have on the internet. For the last few years, I've tried out several browsers, and there's one in particular that stood out to me the most, and that is Opera. In this video, I'll be talking about why Opera stood out to me so much, and why it might be time to switch. Opera has a very familiar design and UI just like every browser. The tabs are on top, and there's a sidebar for switching between workspaces and using social services like Twitter, WhatsApp, Telegram, and Instagram. The sidebar is also where you will find a built-in music player for streaming music from our preferred streaming service. This is very convenient for listening to music while working without having to open any websites or applications. The sidebar is also where you will find settings and tabs across devices, history, pinboards, bookmarks, and even a crypto wallet. You can also access My Flow from here, which I will talk more about later in the video. Opera has a built-in VPN, which has to be enabled in the settings. This VPN currently supports 3 regions: Asia, Europe, and America. This VPN will disable itself when you use search engines like Google. And since this VPN is free, it also doesn't have all the security features that you will get from other paid VPNs. It does have all the basic functionality, like being able to surf the web as if you were somewhere else, bypass network restrictions, and it also encrypts any data passing through public Wi-Fi. The built-in ad blocker works just as you would expect. It blocks ads, and you can add websites to an exception list. It also blocks trackers. By default, it will block any trackers from any website, although you can disable this at any time. Opera doesn't collect any user data as well, although they do recommend you to provide some feedback to be able to improve their product. Opera uses significantly less capacity than other typical browsers. This will load web pages much faster and will create a much more efficient experience. Opera also snoozes tabs when you don't use them, so you can surf for even longer with even better efficiency. There's also a power efficiency mode, which will allow you to surf the web for 50% longer than you normally would. This browser will create a much more power efficient and faster web browsing experience. My Flow is a system built into the Opera browser on both mobile and desktop. My Flow allows you to send an image or a file or a link between these devices. Let's say I want to open this link on my phone. All I have to do is tap the Send to My Flow button and it's instantly on my phone. Or let's say I want this photo on my PC. All I have to do is upload it and I'm good to go. Setting up My Flow is super simple. All I have to do is just open My Flow on both desktop and mobile, and then you just scan the QR code and you're good to go. The only downside with Opera is the iPhone app. On iPhone, you only have the Opera Touch browser, which doesn't actually have the ability to connect your Opera account, so you can't share passwords, meaning you have to type it out every single time. This has been a really big inconvenience for me, and has been exactly what has been pulling me a bit away, but all the features that Opera has just made Opera a much better alternative to other browsers. In conclusion, Opera is a great browser, and I would highly recommend at least checking it out. It has so many features that I use every single day, like My Flows, the sidebar, the built-in music player, being able to instantly open social apps, the VPN, the privacy features. It's all just so great to have. You spend a lot of time on internet, I'm guessing, so you should prioritize making this experience as good as possible. Therefore, I recommend trying to reach beyond Chrome or Firefox or whatever you're using and try looking at other alternatives. Thank you for watching, and thank you to my patrons Lilman and Pokemon Trainer 1313. I'll see you in next video.